Hi. Um, Thanks for being here. I am so glad you're here, and I'm so glad to be here. Today's class is going to be fun, a lot of leg work, and everything else as well. So get yourself some music on, and let's go. Start standing. Taking a moment, coming on to your mat, closing your eyes and sinking into the weight in your body, drawing down. Just feeling for a moment to be heavy. Using the root into your feet to find some grounding. Then let's press into your feet and use an inhale to lengthen yourself up nice and tall. Be creating a little bit of space between your lower ribs and the top of your hips, that soft part of your belly. Lifting your chest, lifting your heart. And keeping all this, let's take a big exhale. Inhale in, making sure your knees are soft. And big exhale. We'll use an inhale to sweep the arms up and overhead. Let's catch your right wrist in your left hand and then start to lean over towards the left, rooting into your right foot, making a lot of space. And let's root into your left foot and slide your right foot back behind you. And then leaning over, drawing your heel towards the floor in the back, opening a lot. Maybe using a big inhale here. And let's take an exhale to step back onto your mat. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, catching left wrist in your right hand. First, just tipping over towards the right, rooting into your left foot, finding some length, some space, some openness. And we'll slide your left foot across and back, leaning in, lifting your chest, lifting your heart. Coming to center, letting your arms sweep down. Let's take an inhale to sweep them back up overhead and exhale to fold forward. Heavy in your head here, deep bend in your knees, maybe even clasping your elbows, enjoying a little sway, a little bit of looseness. Maybe even shake out your head a little bit, letting out a big sigh, even letting out a flubber. Releasing fingertips to the floor, rooting into your heels and slowly rolling yourself all the way back up to stand. Once you come to standing, you can roll shoulders back a couple of times and then roll shoulders forward a couple of times. Hands together at the heart. We'll do one more half salutation. So inhaling, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, folding. This time with an inhale, finding a halfway lift. Flat back, long spine. Exhale, fold. Rooting into the heels, keeping your knees bent. Inhaling all the way back up. Hands overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, sweeping arms up and overhead. Exhale, bending knees. Sitting down into a chair. Taking a few breaths here, rooting into the triangle of your foot, big toe mound, pinky toe mound, and heel. Heart lifting, toes soft. Let's take an inhale to sink in a little deeper. Exhale, rooting firmly into your heels, pressing all the way up to stand. Inhale, sink it in. And exhale, pressing up. So as you bend your knees, sitting way back, and then pressing into your heels, finding a squeeze around your whole waist, even lifting your quads up into your hips as you stand. And inhale, sitting back. Moving at a pace that supports you. You want to get your heart rate up and go a little bit faster this morning. Maybe it's not the morning for that for you. Let's do 3 more just like this. Last one. Actually, we're going to sink back in. This time we're going to add on. Right knee is drawing up with you as you stand. And then pressing back down. Staying really firmly engaged around your core so that you're using your core to lift your leg up with you as you come up. Two more. Last one, like this. Sinking into your chair. This time when you press up, you're going to press your right heel back and up, getting a squeeze right in your glute. And then back into a chair, and exhale, press up. Trying to keep a long spine as you do this, and not to round too much forward. Two more. And last one. Woo. Let's sink it into the chair, hands together at your heart. I'm going to turn so you can see what we're doing. We are going to draw your right knee into your chest. Holding here for a moment, still in your chair. Get like a little rough machio here, Karate Kid. One more breath, and then let's step your right foot all the way back, coming into a lunge, drawing your heart center right over your hips. Sweeping the arms up and overhead. Taking an inhale here, lengthening your fingertips up, finding your balance. With an exhale, drawing fists to your side, bending your back knee and really tucking and hugging everything in. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, using your breath to get to the really like the deepest part of your pelvis. Sweeping the arms up, two more. And last one. Let's lengthen up and then exhale, hands to frame the foot, stepping into a plank. Taking a moment to get situated in your plank. Feet are still hip width apart. Hands are planted right underneath your shoulders. Belly is lifted. Knees are lifted. Chest is broad. Let's draw the knees straight down. Folding the elbows back. Slowly lowering yourself all the way to the floor. With an inhale, let's roll the shoulders open, lifting the chest, lifting the heart, lengthening your neck. And let's exhale, third up to the mat. Pressing into your palms, lifting yourself up through hands and knees, and then back towards a child's pose. Arms are long. Armpits open, drawing down towards the floor. Maybe your forehead finds the mat. Big inhale here in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Let's walk the hands back towards your knees, drawing yourself up to sit. And we'll tip over to one side, sweeping your legs long in front of you. And we'll roll straight onto your back. Soles of the feet on the floor, taking hands alongside the body, and then pressing your low back into the mat, drawing tops of your ribs towards bottom of your ribs, towards the top of your hips, engaging your stomach. Keeping that press, let's reach fingertips toward the heels and lift up head, neck, and shoulders. Looking up towards the ceiling, neck is long and as relaxed as possible. We'll reach your right hand towards your right foot, exhaling. Inhale through center, other side. You're taking like a little tick-tock motion. Lifting as much as you can in your heart, in your shoulders. If you start to feel too strained in your neck, you can catch your hands behind your head. One more each side. And let's release, sit down. Keeping hands, palms down alongside your body. Take a quick windshield wipe of your knees just to loosen up, relaxing around your sacrum. Maybe releasing a big breath out of your mouth here. Fingers spread wide, soles of the feet on the floor. Shoulders drawing down towards the mat, heart lifting. We'll press into the arms, pressing into the feet to lift your hips. Keeping nice and long in the back of your neck, sternum drawing towards your chin. With an inhale, softening the hips halfway down, and then with an exhale, pressing up. Inhale, softening down. Exhale, press up. So getting a squeeze, not only in your glutes, but also in your hamstrings as you press up. Keeping lifted in your chest, keeping your fingers spread wide. So although the work is right there in your butt, it doesn't mean you fall asleep everywhere else. Alive in your feet, alive in your arms. Last one. And then we'll release down. Windshield wipe the knees side to side. Maybe you lengthen your arms overhead here. We'll roll up onto one side, lengthening your legs long. Hips are stacked, knees are stacked, feet are stacked. Maybe you take your take a little kickstand with your arms, one arm. Keeping your feet flexed, let's lift the top leg all the way up towards the ceiling. From here, lifting your bottom leg up. And then from here, we'll take little pulses of your bottom leg up towards your top leg. Both legs strongly engaged. Staying really strong here too in the side of your waist and your obliques. 2 more. And let's release all the way down. Let's just flip over to the other side. So I'm just going to swing around and flip over like this. You can do it however it works for you in the space where you are. Hip stack, knees stacked, feet stacked. We'll go straight to the other side. So lifting the top leg and then bottom leg lifts. We'll take little pulses. Keeping that top leg lifted as much as you can, squeezing in your inner thighs as you lift. Two more. Last one. And release both the legs down. We'll roll onto your tummy, hands sliding underneath your shoulders, pressing yourself up through hands and knees, tucking the toes, pressing back to downward dog. Shaking your head out, no, and yes. Inhaling through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Feet to hands, forward fold. Rooting into your heels, sweeping arms out wide. Inhale all the way up. Hands touch overhead and then come to meet at your heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sinking into a chair. Inhaling here, you know where we're going. Exhale, we'll press all the way up. Staying with your breath, staying in the practice as much as you can. No matter what's happening elsewhere in your house right now. Use this time fully by being as fully present as it works for you, as you can manage in this moment. Well, last one like this, sinking down. This time when we come up, left knee comes up as well. Really firmly rooted, balanced in your right foot. And then just like we did on the other side, using your core here a lot. Last one like this. Sinking into your chair. This time when you draw up, drawing your heel back, finding that squeeze, that pinch in your glutes, and then sinking back into a chair and pressing up. Bring your heart rate up a little bit here. Last one. Sinking into the chair, hands come together at your heart. Left knee draws up towards your chest. Keeping a long spine, trying not to round forward. One more breath. And then we'll step your left foot all the way back, coming into that lunge. Heel is drawing back. Inner thighs are hugging together, outer hips hugging in. A lot of length up the sides of your waist. Arms lengthening towards the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale, bending your back knee. Everything hugs in. Inhale, sweeping open. Exhale, pressing in. Full, deep, conscious breaths. Last one. Let's lengthen up. And then exhale, step it into a plank. This time from your plank, let's tap one foot out and then the other. Trying as much as you can to keep one line, heels to knees to hips to shoulders. If you need to lift up slightly, totally fine. Please don't dip down. If your wrists are tired, coming onto forearms is always an option. And downward dog. Whew. Long spine, long legs. Heart drawing through towards the top of your knees. Feet to hands, forward fold. We're almost done. Grounding into your heels, sweeping the arms up. Exhaling, hands to your heart. Coming to one side of your mat, and then coming in to a chair. We're going to take a big step over to the left, and then back over to the right. Knees are really bent. Seat is way back behind you. Maybe you go even more back. Maybe you start to actually jump from one side of your mat to the other. Landing lightly, toe to heel. Let's go. We're going to do one last thing after this, and then we're done. Landing on your left foot. Right foot sweeps back behind you. Right hand sweeps down towards the floor. Chest lifts. Inhale here. Exhale, jump across your mat, sliding your left foot back. Right arm reaches for the sky, and switch. Modification of this is just stepping through. Maybe since this is it, you press yourself a little bit more. And last one. Let's step the feet wide. Settle your shoulders, settle your arms, soften your knees. Inhale, sweeping arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep it up. And let's turn heels in, toes out. Exhaling out of your mouth. Inhale, drawing all the way up. And exhale. Inhale to sweep up. Parallel your feet, bend in your knees. Exhale to fold forward. Shaking out your head with a nice big no, thank you. And then a little sweet yes, please. Taking a moment of release. You're gonna meet lying on back, so coming onto your back, however it works for you. Maybe you walk your hands to one side to step into a plank, to take your knees down, and then sweep the legs out, or any other way. Rolling onto your back, hugging your knees into your chest. To release soles of the feet to the floor. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Threading your right hand through and interlacing your fingers behind your knee. If you don't find that clasp, maybe you find a napkin or a dish towel or something so that you can have something to hold on to draw your knees in towards your chest. Heavy in your shoulders, soft in your neck, soft in your jaw and your face. Let's release your left foot to the floor, opening your arms out into a T, and then allowing your knees to fall over to the right. Left shoulder stays grounded, or as grounded as it can. Letting the weight of your body do the work for you. Coming back to a steady breath. Slow in, slow out. Maybe you can even breathe in and out through your nose. Gently drawing the knees back up. Uncrossing and switching to the other side. Left hand threads through, interlacing your fingers. Eyes closed or soft. Softening where you can in your inner thighs, your outer thighs. Letting that softness even come into your pelvic floor, to your low belly. Right foot releases down, opening your arms to a T and letting knees fall to the left. We'll take 4 breaths here, steady and slow. Maybe your breath can even find a place in your rib cage or in your torso somewhere where it hasn't gone yet today. Slow, filling, opening inhales. Steady, complete, releasing exhales. Gently draw your knees all the way back up. Take soles of the feet to the floor, and then take soles of the feet to touch, knees open wide. Could feel good here to cactus your arms, maybe, or else maybe taking one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Feeling the touch, skin to skin, of your feet together. Feeling the weight of your knees. Keeping weighted in the top of your sacrum, in your low back. Let's all take one final big breath in together. And one big release out of your mouth. And send the legs long. Taking hands open alongside your body. Heels heavy, hips heavy, shoulders heavy, head heavy. Taking the time, the movements that work so that you can lie here without any kinks, without any little twinges of discomfort. Releasing control of your breath. Giving yourself this moment to just be a human body just lying on a mat. No other titles, no other responsibilities. Staying here as long as you can. When you're ready, pressing yourself up to find some kind of seat. Bringing hands together at your heart, bowing third eye to your fingertips. Finding so much gratitude for this body that carries you, for this breath that supports you, and for this practice of yoga. Thank you. Thanks so much, people out there in the world. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bring in some breath, some movement, and hopefully some peace.